Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessing be multiplied on all you brethren pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. All right, to the hopeful elect, 144,000. Shalom, and the rest of the multitude of men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. Shalom. I'm the brother Dama Gabar here with another lesson, the Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahweh Shai. All right, and this video is going to be centered around this Brightion podcast, which I was listening to Elder Apostle Aramlab's video earlier, and he had put this in this video in the description, and I listened to pretty much, the main parts that I wanted to elaborate on and do a lesson on. All right. And to show you, that we're entering into the times to where we're all about to be tested to see if our faith and our faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is pure, and the Lord is going to use, his great whipping stick, the Esau Edom, to test a lot of our faith, and we know these devils are getting ready to come down with great wrath, as Revelation, the 12th chapter, tells us, And pretty soon we're all going to be brought before, not all of us, but, some of us are going to be brought before governors. We're going to be brought before rulers. A lot of us going to be, grabbed up and thrown in prison. We're going to be thrown in detention camps, re-education camps, death camps, all type of situations that are about to, come down upon, the true and faithful believers. And this is the time to where a lot of these Israelites that think it's cute to be an Israelite, all these Israelite women with their bonnets on, all these jakes running around here with their zeetzes and their fringes hanging, all of this, I ain't never been a weak Jew, and all of this, I'm a black identity extremist, black Hebrew Israelite, rah, 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 all of this, carnal activities and promoting yourself to be an Israelite. Pretty soon, it's not going to be so cute and not so fashionable to be, promoting yourself as an Israelite and as a, one of the 12 tribes. All right. Pretty soon that's going to be punishable by death, punishable to, indefinite prison terms, and even getting your head chopped off inside of a guillotine. All right. And pretty soon all the game playing is about to come to an end, and the Lord is about to show who's truly, down with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And we got to continue to hope and pray that we're part of the elect, and that the Lord, when this pressure comes, when these times comes, that, our faith doesn't, faint, or our faith doesn't get weak. Matter of fact, let me see if I can get that real fast. Faint not. Yeah, here we go. I'll get this Corinthians. There we go. Let's get this 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 7. It says, let me see. I'll start here. This is 2 Corinthians 4 and 6. For the Most High, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, have shined in our hearts to give the light of the knowledge of the glory of the Most High in the face of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. But we have this treasure in earthen vessels, that the excellency of the power may be of the Most High and not of us. You see? It says, because right now you got a lot of guys boasting in the flesh. You got a lot of guys walking very proudly. A lot of guys are moving in the spirit as if this truth is because they're so intelligent, because they're so popular, because they're so this, they're so that, negating the fact that, hey, man, we have this truth because of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It is a gift. It was not of us. You see, and a lot of guys are, moving in a way right now that is not very pleasing to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. A lot of guys are using, being very ungrateful with this treasure that we have of this truth, and they sold out to Esau. They're doing, pushing this truth for worldly gain, for, popularity, to become celebrities, to boast and to big up themselves, and not do it in truth and sincerity. And the nature in which the Most High gave us this truth was ultimately to gather his elect, to exalt and to uplift his name and his power and his might. you know. But a lot of guys are using this, this truth and this gift of faith and this beautiful treasure of this knowledge to uplift them own selves, man. And, right now it's cute, it's profitable, it's gaining a lot of attention. A lot of guys are getting notoriety and fame. But like I said, hey, the days are coming to where that's going to come with a major price. You're going to be tested to see if you truly believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And you're going to come to find out a lot of these guys are using this truth and this wisdom and this knowledge, which was given unto them by the Most High, to make profit and to make money, and a lot of these guys, man, hey, when it really gets going and they're really tested, a lot of them are going to look to try to save their lives, man. A lot of them are going to deny Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They're going to deny this ministry. They're going to deny the truth. And they're going to try to find some way out to save their own hides instead of putting their life on the line for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai in all faith and truth and sincerity. A lot of hypocrites and a lot of actors are, fronting as Israelites and, solid men of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But like I said, hey, it's all going to be tested in these times that we're about to enter into. And I'm going to show you when I play that, that Brightion podcast, what the Lord is going to let Esau do on the left hand side to, throw a lot of you so-called Israelites into the fire, and then we got to, and we're going to see what type of metal, what type of a man or woman you truly are. And this goes for myself as well. That's why I'm trying to pray and hope that I'm part of the elect, that the Lord keeps his Holy Spirit upon me in these times that are to come. And that I'm not, using this truth as a means to exalt myself or to get fame or use it for carnal means or, being in this truth just for play, And that's why we got to take this truth very seriously. And that's why we teach the 100% truth that's been given to the elders and the apostles and unto us, not for likes, not for notoriety, not for fame, not to be cute, not to get a major following and be praised of men and, to make money and make profit of this ministry, but to do it in all truth and sincerity, to gather the elect and show our faith and our obedience to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, verse 8, we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. You see, and this is about to, we're dealing with this now, but it's about to be on a whole nother level pretty soon. When this devil really comes down with that great wrath and start passing these unrighteous decrees and start being justified and rounding up, true believers, of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. When they start coming with these different, with this beast system and all of these jump shots and so-called required, how do I say, these required things that you're going to have to take pretty soon. And if you don't take them, you're going to be ostracized. You're going to be gathered up. You're going to be persecuted. You're going to be blamed. You're going to be labeled, it's going to be real serious times, and really, the Lord going to let Esau put the pressure, and it's all going to boil down to your faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. If you truly believe in everything that is written within the scriptures, if you believe that, hey, this truth and this knowledge and faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is truly worth dying for, it's going to be brought before all of us face to face, man. All right, and we want to be found faithful, unblemished. We don't want to faint. We don't want to get weak when this pressure is applied and our faith is tested, man. Hey, and this devil Esau is about to come with it because the Lord's going to put the spirit on him to come with it. So we got to make sure that, we're keeping these things in its proper perspective and knowing that, hey, we're all going to be tested in some shape, form, or fashion. Some more, dire than others. But, hey, that testing is coming, man. It says, always bearing in about the body the dying of the Lord Yahweh Shai, that the life also of Yahweh Shai might be made manifest in our body. For we which live are always delivered unto death for Yahweh Shai's sake, and it's about to be, literally we're about to be, delivered unto death for Yahweh Shai's sake with what Esau is about to implement, and it don't matter whether Trump gets in there or Kamala gets in there. Hey, they're all pushing this. They're going to be hard on crime type of presidency, man. And we know that Trump was already saying that if anybody is being anti-sim or anti, the small hats, that they should be persecuted to the whole extent of the law. And he was talking about bringing back firing squads, guillotines, and that's him coming from a Republican perspective. Well, I'm gonna show you what the Democrats are saying should be done to particular individuals of that like manner, and we know it's going to apply to the prophets and the men of the Lord. They're going to somehow provide a way for us to be linked in those that need to be dealt with and basically taken out of society, man. It says that the life also of Yahushua might be made manifest in our mortal flesh. So then death worketh in us, but life in you. And we having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed, and therefore have I spoken. We also believe, and therefore speak. Knowing that he was raised up, the Lord Yahushua shall raise up us also by Yahushua and shall present us with you. Right. But first is going to, we're going to have to pass the test. We're going to have to be found faithful. We're going to have to, come up against, things that are gonna, things that are gonna, cause us to choose between faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai or, trying to save your life and being accepted by this, this beast system and this society that these devils are trying to implement, man. Everything that goes against our moral character and our moral fiber and our Hebrew Israelite heritage is about to be, punishable by death pretty soon, man. And we're all going to have to make a choice. It says, for all things are for your sakes, and the abundant grace might through the thanksgiving of many redound to the glory of the Most High. And here's the point, for which cause we faint not. But though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. See, and that's the thing ultimately that's going to keep us from folding is, the spirit that's going to be within us when these things are, when we're faced with imminent death and persecution and being thrown in prison and the MOTB and bowing down to the image and the mark that this devil is about to eventually, force upon the world. It says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. For while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. And that's going to be the ultimate test, man. When we're faced with these persecutions, is to focus on the inward man and look at the things that are not seen, forsaking this current world and this temporal situation. But that's where the test is going to come in. That's where, the challenge is going to come. When you're faced with imminent death, they're going to be threatening you, to kill your children, your wife, and do this and do that unto you. At that present moment, that's going to be the only thing you're going to be really able to focus on. And it's going to be a battle between the flesh and the spirit. You see, and that's why we got to pray that the Lord endows us with the spirit, increases our spirit when we're faced with these things, not to faint or fold or get weak or, take the coward's way out. You see, but that's why understanding death and the true meaning of death and how death operates should give us a more clearer understanding that it's not going to be the end all be all. And I think personally, for myself, when I think about it, and I'm pretty sure other brothers that have children, that's really the thing that you really think about the most. Now, of course, I understand death according to, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. I'm not really too worried about myself dying, which is easier said than done. But the thing that can make you get weak is thinking about Esau torturing your little ones or torturing your wife or torturing brothers or whatever. That's the thing that could make you to get weak, or the things that could make you to, faint, but we have to overcome those things and understand that, look, that even if they do try to get your children, that, hey, they can be raised up, just like we can be raised up if we're put to death, and that if we're part of the elect. But that's going to be the current, situation in which, I think about the most. But, hey, I pray that the Most High, allow myself to overcome that thought, overcome that weak nature, and to understand that, look, it's all in the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. If that's ultimately the way the Lord wants it to go, that's the way it's going to go. But I just pray that I can remain strong and remain faithful. And even if they do, this is a situation to where they try to, threaten to blow my son's head off or do some harm to him right in front of me, unless I do whatever he says, that I can overcome that and understand that, hey, man, It's all in the hands of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and it's all ultimately a test. And at the end of the day, the Lord can put you in that test, and you pass it and say, you know what? Hey, we're all going to die for Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, a miracle can happen right there. The angels could come in and intervene. The Lord can give you that spiritual power. There's no limit on what Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai can do for us in that moment, and that's the power of faith that we have to have, understanding that whether we gotta, go to sleep or whether we get that spiritual power, our faith has to maintain, and our faith can't be wavered in the midst of these situations that are happening. And remember that it's all a test for the Most High, man. It says 18, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, which is going to be the kingdom of heaven, man. All right. So without further ado, I'm going to play a couple of minutes of this video, let you hear what these, what these devils are talking about doing, and shed some light on it, just to show you that, hey, we are entering into these times, and that great testing is about to be, is about to come. But at the same time, it's also, signifying our salvation, and we're just about out this captivity, out of this hell, and Yahweh Shai is about to come back. So I'm gonna play some of this. Got a couple more precepts. Lord willing, you can be edified.
Yes. I have decided we really need camps for adults. And we need the kind of camps that you all run.
But I also think some of them are believing the garbage that they are being fed 24/7 on the internet by their constituents, and they bought into this big lie. And the question is, how are we going to really almost deprogram these people who...
And you see, now they're talking about this in the form of, people believing in Trump and these Trump supporters. But remember, this is going to trickle down into this gospel in the Israelites and the believers of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's going to be on a broader level than just what they're talking about, man. They're even talking about coming up against so-called Christians. But we know ultimately, it's going to lead unto us, because the true Christians are the Israelites, But, we know that they're going to come against these worldly Christians as well, or anybody that has any faith in the Most High, or any belief in the Bible, or anything that's ultimately going to go against, the mainstream narrative and the agenda of these elites, man. We're all going to be grouped as far as, enemies of the program, so to speak, man. Okay. And listen to what they're talking about. Like I said, Trump was saying the same thing. So regardless if Trump gets in, or even if Kamala wins, or these Democrats stay in power, this is what they're going to ultimately come down with, man. Great persecution and great, this devil coming down with great wrath, and to shut down anybody that doesn't want to take the jump shots, anybody that don't want to take, that don't want to accept the beast system, the micro C-hip, the CBDCs, anybody that's going to buck up against the system. This is the plan that they have for all so-called dissidents or free thinkers, or anybody that doesn't want to enslave themselves into this system that they're creating.
Who have signed up for the cult of Trump.
And the bottom line is, all of America needs programming, because we've all been negatively influenced by...
See? All Americans. See? And like I said, and it's going to be on a broad level, man. Like I said, whether you're, if you want to be a Republican, if you want to believe in Trump, even if you want to believe in the Bible as a so-called Christian or a Catholic, anything that's going to go against what they're trying to establish, you're going to find yourself on the receiving end of what they're talking about doing. These camps, man, which they've been building all across the United States of America. All right.
Donald Trump.
There are millions of Americans, almost all white, almost all Republicans, who somehow need to be deprogrammed. It's as if they're members of a cult.
We had programs, federal programs, that went towards funding organizations like these that de-radicalized people, and President Trump pulled the plug. One thing that we know is that we have to get that funding right back up.
And you see, and this is why they allow Elon Musk to open up X and let it be this big range of free speech and open to give your opinions and say whatever you want to pay, because it's ultimately a trap being shut for everybody that they can have a reason to come up against. You know, whether you watch, you know, you tweeted this, you tweeted that, or you thumbed up this, or you like this video, you know, they're basically gathering up all this intel and information on those who have views that they might deem to be against the mainstream narrative, that they can come up against you and round you up and put you in one of these things, man. And you know it's going to apply to those of us who are watching the videos of the truth, watching the prophets, you know, watching any type of, you know, video, even videos outside of the truth that lead to you having a negative, you know, opinion or a thought against the corruption or anything that's being, you know, a push for you to have to accept, man.
And we probably need to double, triple, quadruple, or increase funding for these de-radicalization programs.
And sadly, so many of those extremists, those MAGA extremists, take their marching orders from Donald Trump, who has no credibility left by any measure. He's only in it for himself. He's now defending himself in civil actions and criminal actions. And when do they break with him? You know, because at some point, you know, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members.
They also believed that their immediate responsibility would be to protect against what they called the counter-revolution. And they felt that this counter-revolution could best be guarded against by creating and establishing re-education centers in the Southwest, where we would take all the people who needed to be re-educated into the new way of thinking and teach them how things were going to be. I ask, well, what is going to happen to those people that we can't re-educate, that are die-hard capitalists? And the reply was that they'd have to be eliminated. And when I pursued this further, they estimated that they would have to eliminate 25 million people in these re-education centers. And when I say eliminate, I mean kill.
So
I'm jumping in right.
Yeah, see? We got the red list, the blue list, the yellow list, you know? And what list you think they're going to have true believers in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai on, man? So like I said, hey, the time is coming to where it's not going to be so cute to be an Israelite or to be wearing those fringes or to be, you know, declaring that you're a son, you know, you're the real Jew. You're the son of Jacob. You're Benjamin. You're Levi. You're Judah. You're Naphtali. You know, these women walking around with those damn bonnets on their head. Hey, it's going to come a point to where, hey, when this persecution really starts to come, a lot of these so-called high profile or, you know, Jake who believe they're Israelites, it's not going to be so fashionable anymore. A lot of them niggas are going to snatch them fringes off. They're going to snatch off those bonnets. A lot of you, Jake, are going to get grabbed up in these re-education centers, and you're going to deny Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to your own destruction, man. And see, that's why you hear the elders and the apostles always say that a lot of these Israelites, they don't really know what they're involved in. You know, we got the IUIC doing all this marching, all this, you know, shit, you know, marching and doing all this stuff. But hey, well, when Esau comes down with that great wrath and start making it to be, you know, a penalty worthy of death and imprisonment and shoot on sight to be an Israelite, these Jakes are going to, you know, they're going to try to save their life so quick. They're going to go in these education camps. They're going to deny Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. They're going to put away the fringes. They're going to become Christian. They're going to become whatever the hell Esau tells them they have to become in order for what? To save their life, man, because of a lack of faith. You see, so, hey, man, hey, this is about to get real out here. You know, the Lord's about to test all of us to see what we're made of. See? And it says what? Matthew 16:24, it says discipleship is costly. It says, then said Yahweh Shai unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. All right, let's get this word for deny. The word for deny is aparneome. Aparneome. Yeah. Aparneomahi. It says to deny, to affirm that one has no acquaintance or connection with someone. You see, to forget oneself, lose sight of oneself and one's own interests. You see, and what is a lot of these Israelites' interest in right now? Being a Hebrew Christian, being being an Israelite in the world, being a Hebrew American. You know, like I said, a lot of these guys are just in this truth for fame and fulfill their own belly, to make money, to sell merchandise, you know, to be on the internet, to look the part, to look cute, to get fame, to get notoriety. You see, but when it's really going to come down to them having to deny themselves, man, and putting away the titles and, all the likes and the clickbait videos and the pats on the back, the positive comments, you being, applauded and liked in this world, to where that's going to be, when that's no longer going to be fashionable, that's going to no longer be, a benefit unto you. But when the Lord makes it to where, you being an Israelite and you proclaiming, that you believe in the Bible and being a follower of Hamashiach Yahushua becomes punishable by death, a lot of these guys are going to deny Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They're going to cast that away in order to do what? It says, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Right. And a lot of Jake are going to end up trying to save their life when they're grabbed up in one of these camps, one of these re-education centers, when Esau put the pressure and the heat on them to tell you, look, you look, if you're going to be in this world, that's going out the window. You don't believe in the God of the Bible. You don't believe in the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You're not an Israelite. Do you denounce that? And then you're going to have to denounce that and take that micro C hip. A lot of Jake are going to try to save their lives instead of suffering the persecution that comes with serving and believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to their own destruction, man. It says, and whosoever will lose his life for my name's sake shall find it. Right. And that's ultimately what we're trying to accomplish. That's part of the ministry. That's part of, our testing grounds to be found, to be found worthy before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai when it's all said and done. It says, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And that's what Esau is ultimately playing for, is your soul. You see, that's why he's coming with that sea ragamuffin, which it tells you that sea ragamuffin is a badge of the followers of the Antichrist, man. It's kind of like a dog licking his master's hand. You're going to give yourself completely and wholly over unto Esau, Edom, and you're going to give your soul over unto this devil, just so that you can save your life for a few measly minutes, because you thought it, worth nothing to die for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and to give your life for righteousness' sake. You see, or what shall a man give in exchange for his own soul, for his soul? For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then shall he reward every man according to his work. So we want to be found rewarded for righteousness' sake, man. Hey, we want to be found to be, raised up first if we do have to die the death of a martyr, for not bowing the knee and not giving up our life and our soul to Esau, just for a little bit of temporary, to extend our life for a little temporary moment, man. To hell with all of that, man. You see, and this is ultimately what we're playing for, to win Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and to get the hell up out of here, to be delivered, to be found faithful, to, go out the right way, But like I said, you got a lot of these jakes out here, man, who ain't on that level, who's about to ultimately, bow out ungracefully to try to save their life when Esau comes with this, when Esau comes with it. All right. And this is Revelations 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. So the Lord's telling us, look, don't fear these things. He's already told us that these type of persecutions were coming, that he was going to allow Esau to come down with great wrath, that he's going to be grabbed up. The devil's going to cast some of us into prison, but it's all for a test of your faith and to see, what you're truly made of. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried. Let's go to this word, tried. All right. And this is all it is. It's a trial of our faith, man. And I know it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be fair. It's going to be ugly. But no, man, at the end of the day, hey, the Lord's not going to put anything on you that you can't handle. So if it's your lot to get grabbed up in one of these concentration camps, just know that, look, you're built for that. The Lord has a way for you to get out of it, especially if you're part of his elect, So don't fear, don't doubt. Now, of course, like I said, that's easier said than done. But hey, who knows what type of spirit the Lord can put on you inside of one of these situations, man. All right. But just know, hey, it's all a test. Just know that the angels are there. They're all watching. Yahweh Shai is watching. The Most High is watching, man. The spotlight's going to be on you. All you niggas who love that attention, who love the spotlight, who love to be, seen, and you want to be, that nigga. Hey, when it's time for you to be tested by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, hey, all eyes of the Most High and the angels are going to be on you in that exact moment to see what the hell you're going to do, man. And you better pray that you don't crack under the pressure. I pray myself that I don't crack under the pressure, or that anything that may be used to make you weak, makes you crack under the pressure, because the Most High knows, that exact thing that could really put you in that state of fear, whatever it may be for each and every individual. But remember, it's all a test, man. We got to be ready to, to stand on our testimony in Yahweh Shem Shai, and to go out like our ancient forefathers did, man. And then we have weapons. We have the names of Yahweh Shem Shai. We have prayer, and we have everything needed to overcome these situations and these tests that we're about to be presented with. All right. And the word is pirazo. It says to try whether a thing can be done. It says to try, make trial of, to test, for the purpose of ascertaining his quality, or what he thinks, or how he will behave himself. It says in a bad sense, to test one's maliciously, craftily, to put to proof his feelings or judgment. Here is the main point: to try or test one's faith, virtue, character by enticement to sin. Hey, when we're putting these concentration camps, you better believe they're going to entice you, to sin by, seeing if you want to take that sea ragamuffin and offering you all the benefits and telling you it's going to be this, it's going to be that. But ultimately, you should know that, hey, it's an enticement. It's an enticement to sin. Now, not that the mark of the beast is sin, but if you take it, if you're coerced and you're, deceived with fear or the imminent threat of death to take it, is going to be a sin unto you. You see? It says to solicit to sin, to tempt of the temptations of the devil. See, it says in the Old Testament of the Most High to inflict evils upon one in order to prove his character and the steadfastness of his faith. And how is the Lord going to do that? In one way is by putting you in one of these prisons, man, in one of these death camps, It says that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. You see, hey, and your crown is at stake in that particular situation, man. So that's why it's important for us to come out of this world, to detach from this society, to stop having all of these, being deeply rooted and invested in this world, trying to have all this money and real estate, because hey, those are going to be things that's going to trip you up. Those are going to be the things that could cause you to make the wrong decision. And Esau, he's such a crafty devil. He'll promise you that, hey, man, you got all these houses and this money. You can keep that, man. Which is, you can keep that. You can keep your little celebrity status. You can keep this. You can keep that, and it's going to sound enticing. It's going to sound good. It's going to sound like it's going to be a good deal, man. But it's not. And it's all a test of your character and your faith, man. See, that's why you shouldn't have so many investments and being caught up in this world so much, because that shit can be used, to entice you to want to continue to keep those things. You see, that's why you got to have that minimalist type of spirit, that minimalist type of lifestyle. Don't be so attached to all of this shit here in America, because, hey, in the hour of temptation, that shit can be used against you. All right. It says, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. And what's the second death? The nuclear destruction, man. All right. You want to overcome the wiles and the tricks of the devil. You want to overcome this test that is coming upon us all. Hey, Yahweh Shai was tested by Satan, wasn't he not? Didn't Satan promise Yahweh Shai the whole world and rulership and fame and fortune and his heart's desire? But what? All he had to do was bow down and worship Satan. Well, Esau is about to come with that on that same tip. He's going to promise you all these things. All you got to do is allow him to put that sea ragamuffin in your ass, man. You see, but you cannot be deceived, because, hey, we know that Esau is he's a renegger, man. And he know that he can't be trusted. Yeah, he's speaking sweetly with his lips, but he imagined of how to throw you into a pit, man. All right. So I got anything else? Yeah, let me get this. All right. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 68. For behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Right. And where are they going to feed you at? Inside these camps, inside these centers. All right. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot, because whatever Esau is offering you, it's going to be a foul deal, man. Like I said, he's not offering you. He's going to pretend like he's offering you peace and safety and comfortability and a normal life and going all back to normal. But really, we know it's a digital slave system that he's going to, put all those that accept it into. All right. Where everything about you will be tracked, traced, monitored. All right. You won't have any free speech. You won't have the right to travel as you please, to come and go as you please, to eat what you please. It's literally going to be hell. All right. But he's going to present it as peace and safety and life and salvation and all this other bullshit. But it's really going to be pure hell, man. And you're just setting yourself up to be destroyed by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right. They're going to bring in the NATO troops. They're going to enforce this shit by force. All right. You're not going to have any more options. You're not going to have any, the right to choose or to pick and decide. No, it's going to be either get down or lay down, man. And like I said, if you don't want to get down, all of that, they're going to take you out of your house, confiscate your property, take your cars till you don't own a goddamn thing. You have nothing. If you want to have these things back, then you better play ball and get with the program. It says they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. To where? Those centers, man. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold and the fire. So when these things happen, we want to be found on this end. We want to be found as, the chosen ones, the elect, the one that the Lord is going to allow to overcome these things and be, tried as gold and come out pure on the other side, man, and be found faithful and worthy and, delivered. It says, hear all ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. You see, so the Lord told us he's going to deliver us out of these situations. Now, of course, some of us is slated to have to be, martyrs and get our head put in the guillotine and be put to death. But we know your works are going to follow you and you're going to be raised up first. Hey, but some of us are slated to get that spiritual power, to be tested right into the very last millisecond, to where the Lord's going to intervene on your behalf and do some miraculous and beautiful and righteous things, to where people are going to see and be in awe, and you're going to be delivered. It says here, yeah, it says, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God. And that's what a huge part of what this testing is going to be all about, man. To test, to see how afraid, and to test, to see if you're going to doubt or not believe in the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. That's what the whole testing is about, man. To see if your fear is greater than your trust in the living power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. And like I said, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be crazy. But hey, man, the Lord is going to intervene on the behalf of the elect. And I truly believe that, It says, for the Most High is your guide, and a guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord power. Let not your sins weigh you down, and let not your iniquities lift themselves up. See? Because the Lord is ultimately going to come through. He's going to intervene. He's going to give us exactly what we need to overcome this bastard and this devil, man. And we're going to be delivered and we're going to be saved, man. So just understand that, hey, we're living in the times to where this great testing is coming, and we're all going to be tested, man. And a lot more are going to fail than those that are going to pass the test. And just pray and hope that we're part of the ones that pass the test, part of the elect, part of the chosen, and that we remain faithful to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai under all circumstances, man. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. Shalom.